So Goffin and Mute, they're facing off in the first round of Halle. So Goffin has had a decent year this year. He was able to win a title in Montpellier. He defeated Bautista again in the final. But he also made the quarterfinals of Rome. He lost, of Monte Carlo. He made the quarterfinals. He lost to Evans in 3 sets. But he hasn't been so consistent this season. Sometimes he wins a big tournament. Sometimes he loses early. So it's going to be really important to see where he's at. And this will be his first tournament on grass. Now, Mute has also had some good victories, but he also hasn't been the most consistent. He did have some good victories. He did beat Dimitrov in the tune-up event in Australia, and he also defeated Shapovalov in Estoril. So it's going to be important to see, because his game isn't so suited for grass, but it's going to be important to see whether he can pull this off. Now, these two opponents have met twice, and Goffin leads their head-to-head 2-0. They've never met on grass, so today is their first grass meeting. But their most recent meeting was in the US Open of 2019. Goffin won that one in 4 sets. So my prediction, I think that Goffin will win it in 3 sets. I think that while Mute is good, I don't think he's not really as good on grass. While Goffin is better on the grass court, so I'm going to pick David Goffin to win. I think it's going to be 3 sets, but I'm going to pick Goffin to win this in a 3-set match. So Rodionov and Kohlschreiber, they're facing off in the first round of Halle. Now Rodionov, the special exempt, he had a great week in Stuttgart, so he's already gotten used to the grass, and he managed to make the semifinal, but he lost to Cilic in straight sets. He lost 3-6, 0-1, and he had to retire due to an injury. But he had some great victories over Kopfer, over De Minaur. He's had some great victories in that tournament. And now he gets to play Halle, where he's going to be facing Kohlschreiber in the first round, who can be good on grass sometimes. So it's going to be something we have to look out for. Kohlschreiber has not had the best season this year. He's approaching the end of his career, so he mostly plays in those little challenger events. But in Roland Garros, he did have a great run. He did manage to make a 3rd round where he lost to Schwartzman in straight sets, but he had a massive win over Karatsev. So impressive from him, and now he gets to play Halle, where he's going to be playing against Rodionov in the first round. So we're going to have to look out for that and see whether he can notch out some victories. Now, they've never met, so they have a 0-0 head-to-head. So I think that Kohlschreiber will win. I think that while Rodionov was playing well, his fitness is surely a concern, and plus, he hasn't really, he retired, so he may be injured. He may not be at his best form. And Kohlschreiber, it will be the fresher of the two, and so I'm going to think that Kohlschreiber will win this in straight sets. So Thompson and Altmaier, they're facing off in the first round of Halle. Now Thompson, he hasn't had the best year this year. He has lost early in a lot of the events he played, but we'll see if he can pick it up on grass. He is a good grass court player, but he has lost early in a lot of the events, even on hard courts. He lost early in Miami, however, it was to Raonic. And he also lost in Dubai to Ruusuvuori and the Australian Open. So he did lose a little early in some events. But he did play Stuttgart, and he did manage to make the second round, where he lost to De Minaur in 3 sets. So he'll be confident that he gave De Minaur a challenge. Maybe he'll be able to have a good tournament here. Now his opponent Altmaier hasn't played much on the grass. I've not really seen him much play on the grass. I've seen him more on the clay courts and maybe a little bit on the hard courts, but I haven't seen him much on the grass courts before. So I don't really know yet if he's the best player on grass. But this is his first grass tournament this year. We're gonna see whether he can maybe have a deep run here. Now, these two opponents, Altmaier and Thompson, they've never met, so they have a 0-0 head-to-head. So my prediction, I think that Thompson will win. I think that while Altmaier is a great player, I think that Thompson is just better on the grass. I've not really seen Altmaier on the grass, and I don't know how he plays there, so I'm going to pick Thompson to win. I think it's going to be 3 sets, but I'm going to pick Thompson to win this one in 3 sets. So Karen Khachanov and Andrey Rublev, they're facing off in the first round of Halle. Now, Khachanov hasn't really had the best season this year. He actually could drop low in the rankings because he's not really playing at his best this season. But he is playing his doubles partner on Andrey Rublev in the first round, and he also shown some signs of life. He did make the semifinals of Lyon, and he also has had some decent victories. He did make the quarterfinals of Rotterdam, so he is showing some signs of life, but still not there yet. And it's going to be tough because against Rublev, he's going to have to be at his best. Now, his opponent has been one of the great players in this season. He won an ATP 500 in Rotterdam. He defeated Fuchsovich in the final, and he also made his first Masters 1000 final in Monte Carlo, and made the Masters semifinal in Miami. So he is in pretty good form, but his form appears to have dipped. He did lose to Sinner in Barcelona in quarterfinals. He did lose to the round of 16 to Isner in Madrid. In Rome, he also lost to Sonego in 3 sets, and then he lost to Struff in the first round of Roland Garros. So his form appears to have dipped, but we'll see if he can pick it up on grass. Now, these two opponents, they have met before. They've met 2 times, and Khachanov holds the head-to-head lead. Their last match on grass was in 2017, and Khachanov won that one in 3 sets. In the qualifying matches, they did play 2 unofficial matches, and Rublev won 1, Khachanov won 1, and they were both on hard courts. So my prediction, I think that Khachanov will win this. I think that while Rublev isn't in his best form, while Khachanov isn't in his best form, I think that sometimes when you have head-to-head records, you have to look at that. I think that Khachanov's game may trouble Rublev a bit, and I think that he can win this because Rublev isn't in his best form, and we haven't seen much of him on grass. So I'm going to pick Khachanov to win this. I think it's going to be 3-7, but I'm going to pick Khachanov to cause the upset.